these hands, you about to get shook. The truth is getting spit by Polk and Kush. 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 About to get served to play to your own ass. It's time for the Polk and Kush podcast. Polk and Kush. Polk and Kush. Polk and Kush. Polk and Kush.
Welcome everyone to Polk and Kush. It is January 28th, 2026. And how the hell are you, everybody?
Oh my God, it's January 28th.
You didn't think we would do 2 shows in a month, and we proved you wrong.
We've done 2 shows.
Yes, indeed.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Which is how many Pelicans games I've watched in that same time frame. 2 in 2 weeks.
I think that's how many games they've won in 2026 as well, right?
You know, I think this show is purely happening because the last show somebody's like, you guys aren't going to do another one for 3 months. We're like, we'll show them.
Fuck you. I'm going to go to work at 9 p.m. for no money.
What's better than being on Magazine Street at 9 p.m. on a Wednesday?
It's us and
seeing
nobody else.
All of the commerce, the incredibly high people down at Insomniac Cookies. No one has ever been in Insomniac Cookies. It's only delivery drivers going to Tulane.
That's it. That's the only reason they exist.
You bought a $19 chocolate chip cookie, and they're taking it to Ullman Stadium right now. Our sponsor this week, Insomniac Cookies.
I went to Thibodaux, Louisiana yesterday.
Oh, yes.
And they were giving away crumble cookies at Nicholls State basketball. And if they were giving away crumble cookies at my kids' elementary school, they wouldn't have gotten out of there alive. They'd have ripped them limb from limb. And these people are just standing there looking for people to give free crumble cookies to at the game. And I was like, these are worth this is more than the dollar is worth. The dollar is now like the lira. It's been basically, completely devalued to the point of worthlessness. Meanwhile, the crumble cookie is basically what our new form of currency is. And these people are literally just out there 3:30 p.m. on a Tuesday in Natchitoches or in Thibodaux. And same thing. And they can't find a soul to give these things to. So that's a good handful. They were very good.
Crumble cookies in this economy, there's 2 things left. There's silver and there's crumble cookies. And both of them are at the top of the new food pyramid from RFK. Crumble cookies, number 1. Look, you can say whatever you will about the new administration. They did say that alcohol is good now.
That's great.
So I think
it's like, you know what you guys need to be doing more? Fucking. That's what we need.
Fudging the numbers.
That's okay. That's our number 1 priority from a health perspective.
Going to the doctor, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Drinking a whole bunch, thumbs up. I'll take it, Dr. Oz.
Our entire youth was spent everybody telling us to avoid teen pregnancy. Like it was like you were going to gain a 3rd arm. Like it was like a death sentence if you were going to, get somebody pregnant. You
do gain a 3rd arm and a 4th.
It was constantly beat in your head about it. And now the head of the health administrative services is going like, you should be doing drinking and womenizing and don't you wrap up.
I like the food pyramid now is just whatever they have available at Ryan's Steakhouse. Yeah, just get some freshly carved meat. That's number 1. Number 2, I don't know, some Twinkies, maybe a little nacho cheese fountain. All right, we're up to 41 live viewers now, an all-time record.
They're here to hear about the food pyramid. You guys want some more food pyramid?
Look, Boot Crew, we've been over it. Boot Crew has tons of incredible programming, and they're going to talk about sports. They're going to talk about the players on the teams, what happened. If you like that kind of stuff, it's great. If you want to hear us talk about Ryan's Steakhouse
or the Golden
Girls, wings, whatever. The state of Magazine Street. We were talking about the state of Magazine Street affairs currently. We are the only people on Magazine Street right now.
Where is everyone?
All the people on Magazine right now are trying to blow up Sports Drink. Those are the only people out here right now. And then it's like us and a couple guys at Rendezvous.
Has there ever been a better example of just don't tweet? Nothing good can come of tweeting. There's a great line by Wright Thompson, who is one of, America's great writers. And, and he goes, I am the idiot for putting this thing in my pocket that allows you, who I've never met, to say F you to me all day long.
To the entire world.
Yeah, it's like, why am I doing this?
For no reason.
For no benefit.
My phone is a getting fired machine that I test the waters of daily. I'm like, well, this won't be the one. Yeah. And one of them will be.
It's every old movie where they're putting the wires together, right? It's like, is it blue and green? Blue and green, we all die. It's a blue and orange, then we save the bus. Every time I tweet is like, ooh.
I mean, every single thing that you say online can and will be used against you.
Yeah. Well, some things are dumber than others, so I think we can all agree that some of them are more obvious.
Sure.
Yeah. We haven't stepped on that tripwire yet, but we're getting there.
No.
Doing a live podcast,
We're doing
also pretty dumb.
The worst podcasts in the world to do live. In the history, Polk and Kush has been around since COVID.
Yeah.
When we were ignoring the rules.
Yeah.
And we were getting together and coughing in each other's faces. We did Polk and Kush. And we were saying some, well, not we, me. I was saying some crazy shit. And we only had 7 listeners, so it didn't matter.
Intravenous drugs and saying weird shit about Drew Brees. That was the goal of the game.
Look, at this point, if somebody wants to go through an episode from 12 years ago and get mad at me, you've earned it. If you want to listen through that shit from 12 years ago, how long was COVID?
A long time ago.
All right.
I know.
Yeah.
But have you ever been? When's the last time you went to Thibodeau? When's the last time you went there?
Whenever the Sam Goody was going out of business and I wanted to.
Count me on the Thibodeau fan base. I love it.
Yeah?
I loved it. I might move to Thibodeau. That place rocks. I got something called White Boudin. They handed me a pamphlet about how to kill and skin a deer. And I was like, they're not handing this out at Temple.
No.
I was like, this isn't something we get at the synagogue very often.
No.
Of the how to stuff and cure the meat off of your venison. And I was like, yeah, guys, this isn't something that I'm going for very often in my life.
Why do I feel like most of the landmark dishes in Thibodeau are called white something? This is White Boudin. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin serving it to you. I put this is a thing. We're live on Boot Crew Media now. We're on YouTube. We're on True Social. We're on Parler. We're on Grindr. You can comment on there, and I can click on your name and put you up on the screen. Right now, I've got New Orleans Guy 837. Sounds like a fake name. Sup, guys. First time watching. Kush. Respect the hell out of you, sir. Polk. I know nothing about you. But I'm willing to learn. Uh-oh. God bless you both. Thank you, New Orleans Guy. Very sweet. Very nice. This is what we're about, learning.
Yes. Yeah. We don't really know a lot of things.
Mayor of Thibodeau. Shut up. That's not true. No, he doesn't have the internet. Of course not.
I did learn about White Boudin. And it was great.
Yeah.
Highly recommended if you're going to go. If you're going. The weird thing about that area of the state is that there's not literally like an interstate that goes through there. So you're never just like driving through the Thibodeaus, the cutoffs of the world, Raceland. You gotta kind of be going there.
The Kramers.
Yeah. I had to go through Kramer. You had to say it Kramer. And unlike the Cajun country, which, you drive through Bro Bridge to get to Texas.
Sure.
You drive through that whole area. That River Parish is awesome. It's like it's tucked away, man. We're going to move the show to Thibodeau.
You having a good time out there at Rust Cole's bar?
We're going to, Southland Conference basketball is the only thing I have left in sports.
Well, I
hate everything else.
You texted me and you're like, hey, 3:30 on a Monday, let's go to Thibodeau. I'm like, I'm pretending to be at work right now.
Me too.
I'm at the movies and I'm telling people I'm at work. I can't just come see a basketball game willy-nilly. Were you the only person there?
No, there was dozens of us. Dozens. There was I think it was the Nichols football team showed up for the free cookies, and they were there. They were fun, and I sat with the UNO bench. We beat the piss out of Nichols. It was a great day. Stacey Hollowell has the privateers rolling. Master P was there. Master P's son, Hersey Miller. Percy Miller's 2 kids are named Mercy and Hersey. which is awesome.
Easy to remember.
And Hersey is now eligible to play. And so UNO has got this thing going. Go to the lakefront. Go to a game. It's so cheap. I'll buy your beer. Just send me a Venmo request. I promise. I'll say yes.
This probably is true. You would do this because it's basically free. I think we've talked about on this show before how great it is to go to UNO basketball games.
Yeah.
How it is essentially free. You can't not sit on the court.
Yeah. They walk you down there.
If you go in there, if you're white, say you're Tyler Shuck. They'll just put you on the floor.
The name is Andrew Benson.
My name is Steve Canes. I'm like, that's not the name of the guy who owns Canes.
Oh, dude. Yeah, everything else I've kind of just, I sort of hate a lot about sports right now. The SEC is like kind of tough. It's like it's too big and whatever. And Tulane basketball makes me sad. And, the Saints and the Pelicans are owned by bad people. And so there's a lot of conflicting everything. I still watch it and I like it and I'm invested. But like UNO is the last thing and Tulane football, the last two things that I'm like really gung ho. I'm all in.
UNO, the last stanchion of basketball. They weren't in the point shaving scandal, were they?
Oh yeah, they were. I think almost all of them were shaving points.
Every single team in Louisiana was shaving points, and the rest of them were too bad to shave points accurately.
How you know that I'm innocent in the point shaving scandal, despite betting on UNO? I was betting on UNO on all the games they were shaving points. The own players were betting against them. I was betting on them. That was a mistake.
You're the only person in America that has season tickets to multiple point shaving scandal schools.
Yes.
You are the only person in America who has seen multiple point shaving teams playing each other in the middle of the day on a work day.
A work day is any day. We live in this 2026, guys. You can work remotely all day, all night. You make your own schedule in my world.
I certainly try to.
Rise and grind. Hustle culture.
I'm going to clip this, send it to my job and go, see? I don't need to be there.
Nobody cares. You'll be fine.
The cinder blocks aren't going to move themselves.
No, they're not. Listen.
We're up to 85 live watchers right now. It says 36 of them are at OPP.
We got the heat map.
And the other 50 are all the people trapped on the interstate in the ice storm and in between Ruston and Minden. And this is the only show they can get.
Could you imagine if that shit hit us? If we were under, it was a frozen rain for 3 days, like 33-degree rain, and then it went to 0 for 2 days. I think everyone here would be dead. Everyone here would be dead.
There's a good chance.
Like there's 200,000 people without power in Nashville, and no one seems to really care because everyone's like, well, they'll figure it out. And here we would be on the roof with a flag. Like we would have road flares. Like nobody, we'd all be gone.
We would be begging for help.
Yes.
And the mainstream media would be going, look at those.
Look at those
losers begging for more of the government teat. Always waving a flag on a roof down in Newark. Thank God it didn't happen.
Thank God. Because where the hell would I have gone?
I don't know. My parents I think they're iced in. I think they're done for.
Well, I'm sure they're fine.
You remember the end of The Shining? Which shows Jack Nicholson. He's just I think that's my parents right now.
They look like Walt Disney.
If my parents were watching this comment, she would have no idea how to. She's accidentally going to email the president. I'm fine, son, at donaldtrump.whitehouse.com. First time watching this. Welcome. Isn't it the greatest? We can pull up the comments. First time watching this. I'm waiting for a last time watching this.
Yeah, that's what's coming soon. Before everyone leaves. Okay. Did you watch the Pelicans game last night?
Of course I did.
I saw parts of it because I was again in Thibodaux. Although I think I was back.
You were Thibodaux at 9 p.m.
Forever. We had a victory party. There was a parade for beating Nichols. Can you explain to me? I see the clip, right, of them fighting. And we'll get to it shortly here. I can't really watch when they play the Thunder anymore. I hate watching the Thunder. I despise it. Like, I respect them for who they are, and I respect the way they built it. I especially respect like the market that they're in and how they were able to like do what every small market has wanted to do. I genuinely, legitimately hate watching them play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And so I don't watch the games against the Pelicans. I watch most other Pelicans games. But first of all, I know the outcome of the game before it starts. They're going to lose. And number two, it's infuriating to see the way that Lou Dort and SGA are officiated on the same team. It's like one guy is beating the fuck out of everyone the entire game and doesn't get called for it. And the other guy, anytime you breathe near the nape of his neck, his entire body gets thrown like he's in a car accident.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't, the dichotomy of it on the court at the same time, all while every announcer's going like, man, these guys are smart. These are smart players. Like, they're not smart. They're just, these refs are dumb as shit. Like, what are you guys looking at? Like, you can't watch both these players on the same court at the same time and tell me this is the same game that you're officiating.
Well, it's just like, do you want to watch basketball if one player was Patrick Mahomes and Steph Curry combined, and one player was Draymond Green and Draymond Green combined? Like, why would anyone want to watch this? It's spitting in the face of the basketball gods, what they're doing. Man. It's like, like nobody talks about James Harden being one of the best basketball players of all time. He averaged 69 points a game. He scored 5 million points a game. And people are just like, it's a sham. No one wants to see it. And, I think that's how people are at the Thunder now. Like, who likes the Thunder?
No.
Get in the comments and yell at me if you do. Maybe we can go viral on Oklahoma. If you're watching this at a Love's truck stop right now, please comment.
And that's the thing. So the response to it always is Thunder fans and appreciators, whatever, are going like, what? Like, it's not their fault and whatever. It's, we beat your ass and create a thicker skin. It's like, the Pelicans are bad. Okay. Like, they're not good. They're going to lose the game anyway. I don't care. And the Thunder are the best team. Like, they've assembled an amazing team. Everything's just stop with this bullshit. That's it. Like, you don't have to do this to win. It was like when the Warriors got Kevin Durant. It was like they were enjoyable, they were likable, and then all of a sudden, and they won every game, and then they got Kevin Durant. You're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just don't want to watch this anymore. But I am watching less NBA than I ever have this season. Ever.
And it's easier to see this season than ever before.
Yes.
They're showing like Friday night, Tuesday night games on ABC.
Yeah, they're on constantly. I have never watched less NBA, and I'm convinced it is because I just viscerally hate watching the Thunder so much.
Yeah.
And so they played the Pelicans, I feel like 2 games really early in the year and beat the ever-living hell out of them, which, again, they're a lot better than the Pelicans. There could be no refs on the floor, and they'd still be a lot better than the Pelicans, okay? The Pelicans could play with 2 baskets, and they'd still beat the Pelicans. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not the point. The point is just that they're really not fun to watch. But what happened so the other thing is that a couple years ago in the playoffs, they just bullied New Orleans over and over and over again, and the Pelicans did not respond whatsoever because everyone was a gigantic bitch on the court, including Brandon Ingram, who was getting pushed
demolished by Lou Dort.
Demolished. And nobody pushed back at them. Nobody did anything. So I was nice to see a clip of at least Jeremiah Fears was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And is that essentially what happened? Because I really was not watching.
Yeah, I mean, they were letting Lou Dort get away with murder the entire game.
Yeah.
The Thunder are playing with no urgency whatsoever because why would they?
Yeah.
But they're getting nothing called against them the entire game. Yeah. And it ended without a foul being called against Lou Dort, which probably could have diffused the situation, which I believe some coaches on the Thunder actually alluded to and spoke to.
Yeah.
But the officiating said nothing. Lou Dort, who is like, it looked like if me, a very muscular, tall, handsome person was like up against, like
chiseled from rock. That's what they always say.
It's like me and Sheldon Rankin. So that's what it looked like. But Jeremiah Fears, the jersey, it better be the top selling jersey in the NBA right now. Zero fears as he was standing up to Lou Dort. And then he's like on Instagram talking shit. These guys are like, yeah, Lou Dort, he's not that guy. Jeremiah Fears is right there, like, yeah, bet, or something along those lines.
He said things. He's a cool 19-year-old black kid, and we are who we are.
Yeah,
but yeah, we don't know what you're saying.
He said no Riz allowed.
We need the translator to this is what cool guys who are under 20 can say.
If you guys can translate for 40-year-old white people right now, we'll put your comment up on screen.
Dude,
I keep doing delicious dish voice.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh yeah, Boot Crew Media. I'm just adding different levels.
But then I saw in the clip that Zion went after Fears to help him. He was one of the first guys to go try to help him. That was a shocking amount of leadership from Zion.
It is surprising to see the Pelicans care about anything.
Yeah, I know.
So to see, young rookie, they dragged him off the court. Joe Dumars pretended to go out on the court and act like he had something to do with it. It was great to see all these guys come out there and show some emotion or pretend to show emotion to people that are actually showing emotion.
That's fine.
Zion ran. The second Zion walked up, Lou Dort was like, hey, okay.
Okay.
All right.
We need to get you involved, buddy. I watched you work a ceramic fireplace before. I don't need to see how this goes. The guy's an asshole. Lou Dort, and he's there to be an asshole, right?
Sure.
Every team kind of needs that. They need an enforcer.
He's the enforcer.
Especially a great
he's the
team. Yeah.
Charles Oakley. He's the Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. But the difference being he is playing on a team that gets all these whistles for very, 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 very soft contact.
Right.
And so when you look at the other side, it's got to be incredibly frustrating to play against. It's got to be especially incredibly frustrating to lose against it as often as these guys have lost against them so early in, the 4 times in the first half of the season you've played them. What are the Pelicans now? 10 and 30?
12
and 30?
12 and 37.
Oh my God. They played 50 games? I don't think I watched 4 games in January.
They played 49 games.
Man, they just fell off the face of the earth. I feel like the game just stopped mattering after Christmas.
Did they fall off the face of the earth?
Maybe. Am I wrong? It felt like there was a little buzz about them around Christmas, and I guess they won a few games, and then since then, it really is January just unfolded.
Look, when it was, I believe it was before Christmas.
Yeah.
Both the Saints and the Pelicans, I think, had 5 victories in a row each.
Yeah.
That was the single greatest moment in New Orleans sports history since the Saints won the Super Bowl. And none of these games mattered. The Saints played the Jets 5 times in a row. That's how they got 5 wins. And the Pelicans were playing the Washington Generals. The Pelicans played the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
And they won against them. They beat the Washington Generals. And then they played the UConn women's team 3 times in a row.
I did see today, they did the strength of schedule or whatever, because the Patriots schedule was very, very weak this year. It was fired coach, NFC South.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think at the end of it, they put up the winning percentage against whatever team, and the Saints had the second lowest winning the second worst strength of schedule in the entire NFL, and they played both teams in the Super Bowl. We played both teams in the Super Bowl and still had the second easiest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah.
So how bad were the other 14 games or the other 15 games? It was a pretty easy schedule. And yes, they took advantage of it at the end of the year, and they should take advantage at the end of the year. I mean, we've got some juice entering next season. Tyler Shuck's going to be in Pygmalion. We'll talk about all of it. But your takeaway watching that last night, was it just did it feel like he's standing up to it? Did it feel like this is a guy who's out of control with Fears?
Jeremiah Fears did exactly what he needed to do.
It's so hard to ask a rookie to be the guy to stand up for himself.
I mean, he didn't seem like he needed anybody asking him. He seemed like the kind of dude that's I'm not going to take this shit.
Yeah.
We don't deserve this. We are not expected to win. There is no need to get chippy in a game like this.
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
Don't be a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
And he stood up, and it was incredible to see. It's incredible to see anyone on the Pelicans has some emotion.
Yeah.
and it was directed the right way. I think it was handled the right way. I loved seeing him get dragged out. I didn't love seeing him get dragged out of it, but I love seeing the emotion.
Yeah.
I love seeing somebody give a shit on this team. Do you think like
Yeah. This is
Pelicans 2 seasons ago would have cared? No, they would have looked at the ground and walked off.
Yeah, they were a team that I could say was a series of nice guys. I've had a lot of coaches that I've been friends with in my life, and they're always when team sucks and they're weak, and the coach will be like, you know what they are? We got nice guys. We got a team of nice guys, and that's what Herb Jones is a nice guy. Trey Murphy's a nice guy. CJ McCollum is a very nice guy. Brandon Ingram's a nice guy. Zion Williamson's a nice guy. Like this is who most of this team was, and David Griffin is like built a team of that where he thought like that's the type of atmosphere you need. It's like, no, you also need like a prick. You need someone who's an asshole and is going to fight against the team that's not doing things the right way. And that if you're getting treated badly, you should stand up for yourself and you should punch someone in the nose. And it's like, yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world. And you can't be a clown doing it, because what they had one time was a guy named Jackson Hayes who in the middle of a playoff game headbutted a player directly in the chest, like Zinedine Zidane. Do you remember that? He got kicked out of the playoff game?
Yes, and that turned the tide of that game against the Suns.
Yes, and that's called being stupid. This was not being stupid. This felt much more like a guy defending himself and defending his team in a crappy situation. It was probably also frustration boiling over to a degree, but it does show that there is at least a little bit of fight on this team, which believe me, there's a lot of 12 and 37 basketball teams that have no fight left to give. And so they do have that. They're not particularly talented. They're not going to win a lot of games. And they're going to start seeing, they have no incentive to lose. So it'll be very interesting. It'll be kind of unique. You very rarely see a team this bad that has no incentive whatsoever to continue to play hard. But they might, just because they actually losing does them absolutely no good.
It's nice for them to have an in control tough guy. I'm not going to say an asshole. I'm not going to say a prick. There needs to be an enforcer. On this show, we have you.
Yes.
I'm the nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
You're the muscle.
Uh-huh.
Every team needs it. And look, when I watch this game, like the Pelicans probably felt confident going to this game. They'd won 20% of the games of the season going into it. They'd won 2 in a row. That's 15%, 10%.
Yeah, that's right.
They'd won double-digit percentage of the season going into this game. I thought they could have won. Stranger things have happened. They beat an okay Spurs team that was mildly healthy.
Yeah, Wembanyama playing that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this shows that Fears gives a fuck about the team, cares about himself, has the respect, and the team has his back.
Yeah. So now that we talk about
A plus,
now that we talk about all that and things that are, we kind of like about this group, trade deadline's coming up. I don't know the exact date of the trade deadline, but it can't be too far off. How do you break
February
up
6th, isn't it?
How do you break up this group? Like, you obviously have to. You have to go get something, some sort of asset. The big trade that's rumored around, and they shut it down a little bit. Mark Stein shut it down, saying that they're not going to go after John Morant. But I think they could go after John Morant. I think those are the kind of moves you sort of have to make right now, like high wire acts. And the only people who will benefit from John Morant and Zion being on the same team are the people who own the Penthouse Club.
We're never going to be able to get in the Hustler Club ever again.
Those people they're going to have to bring in talent from the way that like Amazon has to recruit people to Seattle. The Penthouse Club is going to have to really work hard to get some talent into town. If you pair Ja and Zion up, it's going to be great. It would be a lot of fun. I can't deny, like, I'm at stage total nihilism with the Pelicans. Ever since they hired Joe Dumars, it's like it's over. Like, they have given up on ever pretending to be competing for a championship. There was a part of the deep recesses of my mind where you're like, if they could do it in Oklahoma City and, in Indiana, they figured out a way to, make a run, and the Spurs have done a lot. There's small market in Milwaukee. there's, lightning bolts and shots in the dark and things happen that shouldn't happen. It's not just the Lakers that win it every year. The Celtics, like, this is not the 80s NBA. You can do it. And then they hired Joe Dumars. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. And it's not necessarily because of Joe Dumars. Like, they just hired their friend who's just going to be like, yeah, we're just not going to bother you anymore. I really, we're fine. We'll be what we are. And hopefully we're in the play-in game. And that's sort of where they're going, and they're not trying. So if you're not going to compete for a championship, entertain me. And unquestionably, the two most combustible elements that could form something that is explosively fun or explosively everyone's dead because it's Chernobyl would be John Morant and Zion on the floor at the same time.
I feel like if John Morant came to New Orleans, it would kind of beckon the time of Rob Ryan being in New Orleans, where you could go to a bar, and if Rob Ryan was there, you're like, oh man, this is going to be nuts. Yeah. I'm going to have a good time. And I think just being in New Orleans, like if Ja's in New Orleans, I don't think he's going to get in trouble anymore for the bazooka celebration, for the AR. That's just part of it.
No one's watching the games, man. You're good.
You can go nuts. As long as Joel and AD don't tell anybody, I think you can do the execution style celebrations here and go. Like, I do think Ja would be an incredible fit for New Orleans. Is that a compliment? I don't know. Is that a good thing? Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Will he fit in New Orleans? 100%. I've said this before. John Morant, I think, is maybe the best athlete I've seen play live.
Amazing.
It is incredible. How will he mesh with the team? They need a point guard for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta. I love the idea of, like, let's roll the dice. Nothing is working. If anybody's going to be able to take a shot on this, we're the type of team that can take a shot. I don't know what you could necessarily give up. You don't have a lot of assets to give away. I don't know who they would want in exchange, but I guess they're trying to get rid of him because Ja is always hurt and they're not very good right now. And they're kind of retooling everything as well. But the same reason that I said to trade Zion is the same reason I would say to trade for Ja. It's like, whatever it is, you just need a paradigm shift with the franchise. The franchise just feels totally dead. Like, it's just like a float in the middle of the ocean right now, marooned, to nothingness. And so you need some sort of spark and some sort of life to bring this back. And whether that is because you made the Boogie Cousins trade was, I feel like, fairly similar, except that team was a little better. And it looked like with AD and Drew and Boogie, like, okay, like, these are three guys that have been hurt a lot, and if they can all play and they're all good, like, got three all-star players, bang, you're right there. I don't know if John Morant to the Pelicans is the same type of thing, but it does feel like there is a possibility that if you can bottle these two guys up together, it could be awesome. Now, simultaneously, I could see it alienating literally everyone because it could be the worst basketball experience anyone's ever seen because the two of them are so totally wrong for each other in many, many ways.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the talent right now is not in question. And I think that you could make comparables to that Boogie team. Like, the Pelicans do currently have 3 all-star caliber players.
Who's the third?
Herb Jones.
He's not an all-star. I mean, he's an all-star of defense. They don't really give all-stars.
No, they don't.
The all hustle team. I mean,
but the Pelicans are 7-0 whenever Sadiq play and Herb Jones play together. I think he's an all-star caliber player. He's at least, let's say, all NBA.
Yeah.
I don't want to besmirch the good name
of
the NBA All-Star game where guys like Brandon Ingram have played and, Tom Gugliotta.
Jamal McGlure. Dude, yeah. Maybe Trey Murphy is of that caliber too. You could say that. He's
Trey Murphy would be the other person.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray's not on this team.
Yeah, that's the other part.
He's not on the team. I don't. It doesn't matter to me if his name's on the website or you can buy a jersey. He played 32 minutes as a Pelican.
Yeah,
he's not on the team,
and they all sucked too. It's not like he was good. It's not like oh God, if I only had DeJounte Murray. Like, I mean, he was a high-priced player. It was a terrible trade, but it would have been a bad trade even if he was healthy, I think. Sure. I don't think he was the guy that was going to be the difference maker. The only difference being you would have to have played the rookies less if he was playing. and you likely would have been not the worst team, like the worst defensive team in the history of basketball if you weren't having to play these two rookies all the time because Herb Jones was hurt and DeJounte Murray was hurt.
Yeah, and the way the Pelicans roller coaster has gone at this point, we're at the point where it's like, okay, maybe we should be playing the rookies less.
It's just defensively, you have no chance with those two guys on the floor. And I don't know if that's going to be the case forever. I don't think it will be. I think Fears will become at least a decent defender at some point down the line. Just playing in the NBA is a bitch, man. It's really hard. And especially when you're 21 or however old he is. And Queen is just not that athletic. Like he's not that quick. And he doesn't rebound terribly well. And like, it's going to take a lot of him getting used to it before he's even usable defensively. But there's a lot of guys like that in the league. You'll take the offense and with the potential of that offense. The problem is having to play both of them together in their rookie season is like you have no chance of stopping anybody.
This would be the most fun season in Pelicans history if it meant losing meant anything.
Bingo.
It rules to see Jeremiah Fears starting games. It rules to see Derek Queen starting games.
Yep. And Trey Murphy's like coming into his own as a scorer.
Also, it doesn't matter if Queen is not athletic. No one's athletic anymore. Luka looks like dog shit. Yeah. He's in fucking slow motion out there.
Yeah, Jokic
is fatter than Zion has ever been called fat. And these are the two best players. It's not an athletic game anymore. Shoot it from half court and you're fine.
Doesn't Jokic kind of look like, remember The Simpsons where the guy played Michael Jackson, but he was like a big fat white guy? Doesn't he kind of look like that? Isn't that what Jokic looks
he was like a construction worker from New York.
Lisa, it's your birthday. That's a good one person out there might know what we're talking about.
I would see if I could pull this up and put it on screen, but I think I'll accidentally close out. And
yeah, let's not worry about it.
I'm actually going to start Google casting Pornhub, which will increase the ratings.
That's our new sponsor.
What if it was? Hey,
I'll take the money. I don't care.
Not Louisiana. Yeah. Get a VPN. We need the VPN to be the sponsor. The very Polk network.
So there's 30 games left of this season, this interminable, endless, pointless season. Let's get. I've heard Shamit Dua talk about it, who has someone who I greatly respect as being pretty plugged in with the Pelicans, and someone whose basketball mind I respect. I really do think that there's a possibility this happens, and I do think I would be very excited to go to one game that John Morant was on the team and that him and Zion played together. And after that game, there's a chance that I might never go back to another Pelicans game, or there's a chance that I have never been more in. It is a very, it can only go to the moon or into the center of the earth.
Is that a specific game?
I guess you're already at the center of the earth. It can't get any worse than it is right now.
No.
Right? You can't get worse than 12-37 with no first round draft.
People are going to Pelicans games to get out of the rain.
Yeah. If you just had to pick top 4 protected, everyone would be like, this is awesome, lose every game.
Yeah, we have since 15 years ago on this show, we have said, make it entertaining.
Yeah.
Make the drinks cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we want.
That's next. I know. Did you see the study today that nobody in Gen Z is drinking? It's like 5% are drinking like
liberal media lies.
They're all drinking.
More liberal lies. More bullshit from big Coca-Cola.
I'm convinced it's because it's so expensive to drink. You go to a game like when we were young whippersnappers going, when we were 19 using fake IDs at the Superdome.
Yeah,
a beer was like $5, and now a beer is $19.
A beer is $19. I don't know. I've been to some Tulane games, and I feel like the kids are drinking.
Yeah, those kids are doing everything. I think those are rich kids, though. To be fair,
there are no charts on the popularity of fingering in 2026. I think that would show you that drinking is still doing just fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But of course, it's because of THC, and it's our new sponsor.
You know, he meant the foam things that you wear on your hand at the game.
This is 9 o'clock at night. It's 9:42. I can hear my car being stolen. There are no children watching the show.
Oh, your dad's driving their kids to in school in the morning on Spotify.
They should know by now.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think that's the K-shaped economy, right? It's like we've got the rich kids are still drinking. I don't think most kids are just a weed gummy here or there. And I think I'm just convinced the $16 beer, the $18 beer, whatever it costs now in these stadiums, is going. It's a lot. It's a big part of it. It's a big problem
for sure. Totally,
you literally can't have 2 beers at the game.
But it's also just
it costs what dinner costs. That makes no sense.
Marijuana is nuclear grade. We used all the science we should have been using to cure like blindness and cancer. And we just made it to where you can buy a pill at a gas station that sends you to outer space. And like, if I had the option of like, oh, do I want the thing that's expensive, makes me fatter, and I'll get arrested for doing it if I'm driving?
Yep.
Or do I want the thing called like, ooh, hush money cookie Kush? Your name's fucking Kush. You should be all on board.
It's awesome.
Come on. Can we get some sponsors?
Yeah.
Kush.
Yeah.
It's the weed that makes you evil. That was the least offensive thing I was trying to.
I knew where you were going. You don't have to say it. I know where you're going. I'm glad we're live.
I can comment here. I haven't gotten any comments in a while. The last one said the Pelicans need more Jordan Poole.
I forgot he was on the team. What was it? My boy A. Levy yesterday said, he goes, Jordan Poole reminds me of my nephew. My nephew's 4 years old. And I died laughing. He's like, he's got a lot of the same vibes as my nephew.
Who was that?
A. Levy, who's one of our.
Oh, I like that guy. He's got the biscuits on Banks. Go check him out. Free advertisement. Very good.
And I was like, that's perfect. I was like, that's what they just stopped playing him completely, right? He's healthy as far as I know.
He's healthy. And
he's just getting goose egg. You know how bad he has to be? Like, he makes like $28 million a year.
He would be incredible on like the Warrior. He's going to go to a team where they bring him for 8 minutes a game. Yeah. He's going to score 14 points. Yeah. And then they get him the fuck out of there. And that's exactly what he should be for. How do you feel about Barrett? We like to jump on Dumars. Yeah. It's easy to say the racehorse stinks, Gales, whatever.
It is easy.
But Borrego, we were giving him he had a little heat on him when he came in there.
Yeah.
And now no one says a word.
Again, it's like the offense is better, which feels like something that the coach can control. The defense, like if you're playing these dudes, you have no chance of getting stops. Like at least when Herb Jones is playing, they've been pretty decent when Herb Jones is playing. They are horrific without him because they cannot stop anybody. Now, I don't think there's a chance in hell James Borrego is going to get this job. Just knowing what I know about who they're looking at and knowing Joe Dumars and whatever, like I think you're talking like someone like Kevin Ollie, I think is up there. You're going to like an old player, like is probably going to be the guy who they go after for this job. Who was the other? Oh my God. I'm like blanking on who the other name was that I was told. But yeah, I just the makeup of the way Troy Weaver and Joe Dumars are, I can't imagine a world in which James Borrego gets this job unless he would have won, 50% or 60% of his games, which is basically an impossible situation for him to be in. But the offense is great. They have shown that Trey Murphy is the guy they thought he was going to be, which Willie Green never could fully unlock the Trey Murphy offense that we thought was out there, and it is there. But he's not going to be the coach. And that's, it's not a shame because he doesn't really deserve to be a coach. Darvin Ham, that is a good comment there. That's going to be one of those guys too. Like there's going to be Jamal Mosley, I think is one of them, right? There's just guys like that who are going to be around who I think fit what Dumars and what Weaver want from a personality perspective and an experience perspective. And I just don't think Borrego is going to fit that. And they might have made it a very difficult decision if he had won a lot, but there was no chance that was going to happen, quite honestly. And at least maybe the next coach now does have some glimpse of what these guys can do offensively, and that will help down the road. But you're going to have to they're going to run a different system because you're going to have to do something different to be able to stop anybody with this team.
Is there any reason Jamal Mosley would want to come to New Orleans?
No.
Yeah.
Other than, coaches get one step ahead of the posse all the time. That's a fairly common thing. Just like, oh, I'm going to get fired next year. So I don't want to get fired now, or I'll go sign a 4-year contract that's sitting out there, that kind of thing. But I don't really know what the best option is, because I just don't think coaching is that important in the NBA. And now maybe that's old NBA, and that's the era that I covered more of with the Alvin Gentry NBA, when like basically every coach there was 5 good coaches and the 20 underneath them were all pretty much the same. And there was 5 coaches at the bottom who were the dumbest people alive.
I feel like it's new NBA where coaches don't matter.
Yeah, but I actually think now the systems, there's so many possessions and the systems do matter, and having guys who are responding to the coach does make a difference. And this team just does not have the ability to play defense, and he's obviously not able to prioritize it properly. And so he's not going to be the guy. And maybe someone is going to be able to, but when you're playing 2 rookies like that, you got no chance defensively. And they're not going to get any better on that side based on who the coach is, I don't think, but they're going to try. I mean, they have to try. You have to at least give it an attempt to get better defensively.
Rookies could get better at defense.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah. If you have John Morant, Zion Williamson, and 2 rookies, I don't think you're stopping a lot of teams.
I mean, you know who got better at defense? Dyson Daniels.
Yes. Well, he was always good at defense. That's why they traded him. You don't need that guy.
Oh, somebody said something about, Pelicans have a unique way of killing players' confidence.
Yes.
And then they trade them.
Yeah.
And then they're great.
Gain a whole new second life. But yeah, man, bottom line, I was happy to see them fight against the Thunder. That was nice. I don't want to watch the Thunder again the rest of the season, and now I don't have to.
Yeah,
because they are not going to be playing the Pelicans anymore, and I don't even know if I'm going to watch the playoffs. Quite honestly, I am so down on so much of the NBA right now, and it's not they're great players, great teams, great everything. I don't really know what it is. I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around the league right now.
State of the world.
Yeah, I think it's just the Thunder and the fact that the Pacers are hurt. Like, I loved watching that Pacers team last year. That was great.
There's still some very good.
I don't like the Knicks either, though, because Brunson does all the same bullshit that SGA does.
Sure, Brunson. I think the Celtics are not the dirtiest team in the world. I think they're a very talented, fun team to watch.
But they don't have their star either. And it's like, how good are they? I don't know. The whole thing just feels...
Jaylen Brown's a star.
Look, by the time you get through the Super Bowl, through the All-Star game, through the Winter Olympics, that's going to be a big selling point. I got to get through the Winter Olympics. Once you get through all of those things, maybe I'll jump back in. But right now, it's as uninterested as I've been in the league.
I mean, you talk about like who's paying attention to the Pelicans, who's paying attention to the Olympics.
Yeah, well, they haven't started yet, Polk.
But they're coming.
They're coming.
Does anyone know this?
Yeah, the Winter Olympics particularly. There's too many. You know what the problem with the Winter Olympics is? There's too many events that are judged and not like a winner and a loser. It's not like enough races and enough, it's like the bobsled is an independent trial every time. And you're like, whoa, that was really good. It's like it was a 1/10 of a second less than the previous team. It looked the exact same. There's no differentiator. It's not like track where they're running on the thing together and whoever wins the race, you can see it.
You just say you haven't seen Cool Runnings.
I have. I've watched Cool Runnings a lot more recently than you have. I have a 6-year-old. Eyes.
Don't say that on here. We'll get banned.
Dude, you got to stop saying that, man. But yeah, I mean,
here's a comment. Have you ever seen someone miss as many layups as Fierce does? No, because I don't watch the games. No. To answer quite honestly, no.
He misses a lot of layups. He doesn't miss. His layups are the equivalent of Jordan Poole's threes. The Jordan Poole 3 was the most fascinating thing to watch the entire season.
But when it goes in, it's on the highlight reel.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the Raising Cane's play of the game.
So much confidence. He's just going up there, and then anytime he thinks he's getting fouled, he doesn't like it's it's like almost out of a movie. He's just like talking to the ref. There's the 9 guys on this side of the court, and he's like a lawyer with the ref trying to get a call. It's like, dude, you're like, no one cares. It's just
there is a lawyer courtside at most Pelicans games if he needs some help.
He needs some help, and the entire front row is nothing but personal injury attorneys. I think you could find a good representation if you need it. But yeah, I mean, literally the best development of the whole season is that Jordan Poole isn't playing. He was making me sick to my stomach to watch him on the court. I was like, just pretend he's hurt at least. Although I guess it's more insulting to not play him when he's healthy. Why would you trade for that guy? What the fuck did you see?
Because you know that he's going to be a killer on another team, and he will be.
Like, what did you see out of this guy? Who watched him the last 2 years in Washington and said, we got to get this guy right now. We need him on the Pelicans. Like, CJ McCollum stinks, okay? CJ McCollum, all of the pictures of him in the Taliban out. Like, I don't agree with all of it. I do think it's funny. But like, CJ McCollum was not good. We made fun of CJ McCollum as much as anybody. CJ McCollum was a good person who genuinely wanted to win basketball games and who everybody respected. This guy is everything wrong with CJ McCollum, plus all the other shit that you hate about any professional basketball player who's bad.
I think the most I've ever gotten yelled at on the Polk and Kush Twitter account was when I said, it's an important differentiation, is when I said CJ McCollum is the least clutch player of all time. People were furious. And then that was like a game where it was like Spice Adams throwing it up from half court. It was like, no, you were just near Damian Lillard. Yeah. You aren't him.
Yeah, that 4 guys guarding Damian Lillard. Like there's 1 second left. Everyone guard Damian Lillard.
But he's doing very well on the only team worse than the Pelicans.
He got traded to Atlanta, and he missed a game when he shot over there, throwing it like off the shot clock. So it wouldn't have mattered. Like for this year's, they're both equally bad, but at least
it's like when Carlton shot the last shot on Fresh Prince.
That was every CJ McCollum shot with less than 3 seconds. But Jordan Poole is all of those same qualities, except also like an asshole on the court. And you're like, this is impossible to believe that they traded for this guy. And he's got another year on his contract. CJ would have been gone. So I don't know. And I think they got a pick for him for dealing him because they're, whatever. I can't handle it anymore. There's too much. It's too much. And the fake trades this time of year, stop with the fake trades.
Trade machine.
I don't care what the mechanisms are. I don't care if the salaries match. I don't care. Just let me know who they want to get and let me know when it's over.
You know that bonehead. You ever watch like Instagram or TikTok and it's that doofus and he's sitting on
all of them.
He's sitting on the subway and he like has a subway card. It's called Subway Takes, and like interview a guy and they'll go hot subway take. My hot subway take is the NBA trade machine should be behind a paywall.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Why is it the only thing on the internet that's free?
Yeah.
You go to NOLA.com, the top story is water is poison. Find out the neighborhoods. Click here. And then you click on it, it's like, that'll be $3.99. Why are we allowing Fletch to, in 2026, figure out how to get Mark Price and Christian Laettner on the Pelicans? We have to put up a paywall for the NBA trade machine. I don't want to see it.
Dude, it's just, I was like, well, what's the value of this? I can't understand. The people love it. Fake trade. I think Bill Simmons is the one who started all of it. It's like there's no value to it. These trades don't happen. Nobody's ever like gotten the trade predicted correctly. It never occurs. Even when you know they're going to trade for John Morant, you know they're going to trade for Boogie Cousins, whatever it is, like you still aren't going to piece together exactly what it is. And even if you can guess it, who cares?
No,
wait for it to happen.
There are more screenshots of people on FanDuel getting insane parlays correct than there ever has been a trade.
Yes.
Ever.
I would agree with that statement. Is there anything else occurring right now? Like are the Saints, I guess the Saints,
DeMario Davis.
That's right. The DeMario Davis thing came out today. That's crazy. So Kay Adams, if you didn't look at it, Kay Adams basically said DeMario Davis said he's open to changing teams.
Yeah.
Is he a free agent? I don't know. That's insane. Who would want DeMario Davis at this stage? Why would he want to go play anywhere else?
He is a free agent.
I mean, other than like, I want to play on a team that might win football games. Like, that must be nice. But he's like asking for more money. Like, that's crazy. He can't move. He's very strong. Very strong. Don't come here, DeMario. I don't want to deal with that. He's extremely strong still. He's a brick shit house, but he cannot move between the hash marks anymore. If the ball is going side to side, he can't get there. He's got enough. You can still play him because occasionally the ball is inside the 2-yard line. So you can play him every now and again, but he can't go give him a big contract. That's insanity. That's truly like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Look, I've been on Saints Twitter for about 5 minutes today, and from what I saw, you are in the minority on this one.
Everyone's like, pay him, give him whatever he wants.
Pay this man.
Yeah.
And it's an act of service fee.
Yeah.
You were here.
Yeah.
He was here wearing the arm sock that looks like a Kirkland's candle holder. And you know what? He's a great player. He's a great athlete. He's a great person in the city of New Orleans.
It's time.
Money's not real.
The salary cap isn't real. Like, Taysom has killed you. Kamara has killed you. They've Cam Jordan's killed you. They keep giving these contracts to these guys because they're fan favorite. At some point, you gotta cut it off.
Yeah,
cut it off. You know, I know Mickey isn't a fan of cutting it off. Mickey wants to keep the bar tab going for as long as he possibly can.
I feel like it's the exact equivalent of the Pelicans. There is no one on the Pelicans who should stay on the team.
No,
I'm sorry, there isn't.
Yeah.
Yes, Zion is incredible. Is he a generational talent? Not for New Orleans.
No.
Is there anyone else on the team? Maybe Queen.
Yeah, and that's like
it doesn't matter. The team is dog shit. It does not matter who's on it. No. You have to blow it up. If there are 1 or 2 survivors, fantastic. Saints, the exact same way. Who's untouchable? Tyler Shuck.
I guess even then I would give up Tyler Shuck.
Sure.
Tyler Shuck won games because they gave up 17 points a game.
Yeah.
He played fine, and he's like, for a rookie, he was good. You know, like, I think you're happy with it, but like, if someone came to you with a Godfather offer for Tyler Shuck, like multiple first round, like, take it. But that's not going to happen. So he's the guy you're going to build the thing around. You can't go give DeMario Davis a bunch of money to come back. That's insane. Or at least a bunch of years. I mean, I don't really know how the salary cap works anymore with these guys. Like, you can't do this shit anymore. It's what has buried you from a talent perspective for the last several years, is giving guys out of loyalty these huge contracts. And then by the end of them, you are saddled with this debt and you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill was useless this year. He couldn't even run guys over anymore. All he does is go in a straight line and run guys over, and he couldn't even do that anymore. They kept putting him back there at quarterback. It was sad. And we were like, this is over. It's over. But they're paying him $30 million, so you have to keep playing him. And it's just like, let the past be the past. You got a new quarterback. You got a new coach. Like, let this be over. Mickey Loomis in 26 years is going to try to finally get to a Super Bowl or win. Has he won a playoff game without Drew Brees at this point? I don't think so. Has he been in the playoffs without Drew Brees? I don't think so. Brees was there for 15 of his 24 years. What are we doing? The Patriots have gone to 8 Super Bowls, and this guy has gone to 1. And he's saying, like, and we treat him like he's a Hall of Fame general manager. It's very frustrating.
It is frustrating. It's frustrating watching sports in New Orleans.
Except at UNO Lakefront Arena, Saturday, 5:00, the Privateers playing Northwestern State. You're going to want to be there, aren't you?
I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there.
It's going to be 28 degrees.
Have heat.
I'm gonna
Don't go to Krewe de Vue. Krewe de Vue is going to be freezing.
Krewe de Vue's at 8 p.m. You know what you're going to see at Krewe de Vue. It's going to be an inflatable penis.
Oh my God! It's Donald Trump with a dildo. Ah. These guys are crazy.
It's going to be
It's the ice people, but they're all having gay sex.
You know, there's somebody in Krewe de Vue that built a scrim float fucking 11 months ago. And they're like, hey, remember that dog? And everyone's like, no, we don't care about the dog anymore.
They're furiously finding ice costumes.
Go to
dress
Krewe
like
de
gay
Vue. You can stand in front of Anna's and, you know, get a $9 high life with somebody with a cheetah print hair pattern. But
It's gonna
before
be
that,
so cold.
go to the Lakefront Arena. You'll see us there. Master P will probably be there.
You can get some wrap snacks. They
Do they have those?
Oh yeah, they hand out wrap snacks instead of the t-shirt toss.
They didn't at the one I went to most recently.
Well, you went to the wrong game, friendo. Real shame.
All right. I have good news. We're at an hour.
Oh, we did it.
Contractual obligation fulfilled.
Seriously, this has been so much fun doing the show. Thank you, everyone. I can't believe as many people are watching this. As
161 right now.
Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, especially those who are still listening on Spotify and whatever. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Comment and tell everybody how much you love us. And we're glad to do this show. I'm glad we're doing it more often again. And it's been wonderful. Thank you, Justin, for setting things up, for Lala for setting things up. We really enjoy being a part of the studio and everything that Boot Crew has to offer. Please follow all their podcasts. They actually have real people who understand real things about basketball. I would listen to them far more than I would listen to either of us.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys. And we will see you hopefully next week. All right. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Catch these hands, you about to get shook. The truth is getting spit by Polk and Kush. Polk and Kush, Polk and Kush, Polk and Kush, Polk and Kush. About to get served to play the